It has begun. Not tomorrow. Not in an hour. Right now, in this very second, as your gaze sweeps across these words. October 31st, 2025 is not a date on the calendar. It is a detonator. It is the point of no return that your soul has been moving toward for centuries, through hundreds of lives and thousands of trials. And now, the clock has struck. There is no more time. Feel the air around you. It has changed. It has become dense, viscous. It hums like a taut string just before it snaps. This is not a forecast. This is not a prediction. This is a direct energetic transmission, an activation code that bypasses your mind and speaks directly to your cellular memory. The fabric of reality you once knew has worn thin. It has become translucent, and through it, the contours of a new world are already emerging. This is the final warning, the last call to action before the shadow portal of karma opens, and all that was hidden comes into the light. Your life, your entire conscious and unconscious history, has led you here, to this exact moment, for this activation. You are ready. And your body is speaking to you. It speaks first. You notice this strange, deep, mercury-like fatigue, unlike anything else. This is not fatigue from work. It is cellular fatigue, as if every cell in your body is shedding old, heavy, obsolete information, like a snake shedding its skin. You feel a fog in your head, as if the finest silk veil has descended upon your consciousness. Do not be afraid. This is your old, logical, limited mind, shutting down so as not to interfere with the great reboot. You notice a subtle vibration in your body, in your hands or feet, especially when you are relaxed. This is your internal frequency tuning to the new carrier wave of the planet. Your palms tingle, they burn or grow cold. These are your centers of creation awakening, remembering how to sculpt reality from energy. You are thrown from chills into sudden heat. This is not an illness. I repeat, this is not an illness. This is the burning away of karmic debris. It is the sacred fire passing through your energetic channels, and that quiet, high-pitched, almost inaudible hum in your ears. It is the sound of the universe's tuning fork, attuning you. Your body is remembering its divine blueprint. Your emotions have turned into an ocean storm. You feel it. You are overcome by a sudden, causeless, chilling anxiety that tightens your solar plexus into a hard knot. Know this: it is not yours. It is the agony of the old world. It is the collective fear of the matrix as it collapses, and you, as a sensitive receiver, are picking up its death signals. And in the next minute, you are pierced by a ray of crystal clear, almost childlike optimism, an absolute certainty that everything will be not just good, but divinely right. These are glimpses of the new reality, which you are already stepping into with one foot. You cry for no reason. The tears just flow, salty, hot, cleansing. Your body is releasing centuries of pain accumulated by your lineage through water. You feel that something grandiose, something inevitable is coming, and this feeling is both thrilling and frightening. And those sudden flashes of anger that seem irrational, that is your system deleting corrupt, toxic files of resentment and betrayal. The shadow portal opening on October 31st acts like a giant lunar spotlight, pulling absolutely everything you have hidden, even from yourself, to the surface. What is happening has a precise name. It is the alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix. Imagine that your soul, your energy body, is a complex biocomputer, created in the image and likeness of the Creator. Over hundreds of incarnations in low-vibration conditions, viral programs were written onto its hard drive, programs of fear, guilt, shame, poverty, and loneliness. These programs created a false operating system that you mistook for your personality. This system is called the ego, or the shadow matrix. October 31st, 2025, is the launch of a divine antivirus stream, a powerful photon beam that penetrates the very core of your being. Its task is not to fix, not to repair, but to completely dissolve, to alchemically transmute the false code. This is not repairing an old house. This is a complete reset of the foundation, a return to the Creator's factory settings, so that, on clean ground, you can install a new operating system, a system of light, love, and absolute freedom. This is a full and total formatting of your karmic pain disk. Why now? Why is this moment unique? Because for the first time in thousands of years, 3 factors have aligned. First, a critical mass of awakened souls has been reached on the planet. You are one of them. Your light has become bright enough to start a chain reaction. Second, the planet Earth itself, as a living, conscious being, is shifting to a new, higher frequency of vibration, and it is literally pushing out everything that does not match this frequency. Third, you are ready. Your soul chose to be here and now for this great transition. The energy that is coming now is fundamentally different from all previous waves. It is not a soft, lulling flow. It is a fiery, surgically precise scalpel of light. The alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix is not an option. It is an inevitable evolutionary leap. It is a process that cuts away everything false, everything illusory, everything that is not your true essence, with absolute ruthlessness and absolute love. The old system cannot be updated. It can only be completely dissolved. And the proof of this process is everywhere. You just need to adjust your perception. You have begun to notice signs in the outer world that your old mind cannot explain. You see sudden, bright rainbows in the sky without rain. You look at the clouds, and they form strange, speaking shapes into symbols understood only by your heart. You drink plain water, and it seems sweeter, more alive, as if its structure has changed. You go outside, and the silence is no longer an absence of sound. It is ringing. It is vibrating. It is full of information. The alchemical dissolution of your personal shadow matrix is synchronizing with the dissolution of the collective illusion. You overhear a snatch of conversation on the street, and it is the exact answer to your inner question. You open a book to a random page, and it speaks to you. These are not coincidences. This is the universe confirming. The process is underway. You are on the right path. Reality is becoming pliable. And the most important proof is inside you. Your body, your inner world, is screaming about the changes. You notice how drastically your taste preferences are changing. You no longer crave heavy, dead food. Your body itself, without force, demands clean, living, vibrating energy. Fruits, vegetables, pure water. It is beginning to physically reject low vibrations. Alcohol, sugar, and meat no longer bring pleasure, but heaviness, nausea, as if you have ingested poison. This is your friend or foe recognition system returning to its original purity. Your intuition has sharpened to the level of a superpower. You just know. You know when to call, where to go, what not to do. Your inner compass, which was covered in the dust of doubt, now shines and points the way infallibly. And your dreams, they have become vivid, tangible, instructional. In sleep, your brain is not resting. New archives of consciousness are being unpacked. Your nervous system is learning to function in the new reality. Look at your relationships. This is the clearest litmus test of the changes. People who were part of your old life are beginning to leave, without quarrels, without drama, without confrontations. They simply fade from your orbit, as if the river of your life is changing its course and leaving old banks behind. This is not cruelty, it is energetic necessity. The alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix is removing all incompatible files from your field. Everything that vibrates at the frequency of drama, manipulation, and victimhood. The masks people wear become physically unbearable to you. You begin to see lies not with your mind, you feel them with your body, as a sudden cold, as a dissonance in the space, as an unpleasant, subtle smell. It becomes physically painful for you to be around insincerity. Your field no longer tolerates falsehood. It seeks only pure resonance, only authenticity, only open hearts. And this applies to money. Yes, money. All your programs of poverty, scarcity, lack, and struggle for survival are nothing more than viral files written onto your subconscious hard drive by your ancestors, by society, by your past experiences. These are the densest, stickiest parts of the shadow matrix. And now, the fiery stream of October 31st is purposefully burning these very codes. The alchemical dissolution of your personal matrix of fear is formatting your financial mindset down to its very foundation. You stop chasing money. You stop fighting for it. You suddenly remember, at a cellular level, the absolute truth. You are not a consumer. You are the source. You are a generator of reality. And when this virus of fear is erased, the flow of abundance will open from the most unexpected, most illogical places. Money will begin to come not because you worked hard, but because you are a pure conduit of creative energy. Abundance is your natural state. And of course, love. This is what it was all for. Your heart is a sacred magnet that over the years has been covered in scars, cracks, and layers of protective ice. You were looking for a half because you felt incomplete. The alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix is a delicate laser operation on your heart. This stream of light dissolves all the frozen pain of past betrayals, all the etheric cords that tied you to karmic partners, all the vows and oaths that no longer serve you. Toxic, karmic connections are falling away on their own, like dry leaves. You will no longer attract those who reflect your wounds. The cleansed, calibrated heart begins to vibrate at the frequency of unconditional self-love. And on this frequency, on this pure resonance, what will come into your life is not a half, but another whole, free, radiant being. This will not be a dance of dependence. It will be the dance of two free universes, two suns that have met to shine even brighter together. And the most important promise of this time is you. Your new sense of self. That background, constant, exhausting anxiety. That eternal noise in your head that you considered normal. It will simply disappear. For the first time in many years, you will experience a state of diamond, ringing clarity. You will feel a deep, velvety silence within. But it will not be the silence of emptiness. It will be the silence of absolute fullness, a silence in which the voice of your soul can be heard. You will feel a deep, unshakable harmony with yourself and with the world. Your true creative power will awaken, the desire to create, to share, to love without conditions or expectations. This is your new operating state. This is the state of the Creator. It is as if you have spent your whole life looking at the world through a dirty, fogged window. And now, on October 31st, all the windows of your soul will be thrown wide open, and you will finally see the world in its true, bright, divine colors. But there is a price. There is a condition. Before the new operating system can be installed, the old one must be completely removed, and this process is not always pleasant. The alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix is a fiery purification. It is necessary. All the toxins you have accumulated for years must come to the surface to be destroyed. It is like a fever before complete healing. The body must burn the virus to recover. You cannot build a shining temple of light on a rotten, swampy foundation of old resentments and fears. This foundation must be burned clean, down to the very bedrock. Therefore, in the coming days, you may feel a peak of discomfort. Do not fear this fire. Bless it. It has come to free you, not to punish you. It has come to make you pure. This fire will raise your shadow. Be ready for it. Everything you have so carefully hidden in the darkest basements of your subconscious will come to light for you to look it in the eye. Your deepest fears, your old anger, your unlived pain, your deepest guilt. It will rise to be seen, acknowledged, and released forever. And at the same time, the outer world will give you a final exam. People in your circle, especially those who are used to feeding on your old energy, will unconsciously begin to provoke you. They will push your most painful buttons. They will try to devalue you, criticize you, and pull you into old arguments and dramas. Your ego will scream in panic. It will demand a reaction, defense, attack. This is its last battle. And the main question of this exam is, will you maintain the state of the observer? Can you see this not as an attack, but as a great gift of liberation? This is the final cleanup before installing your soul's new software. So what should you do at the peak moment on October 31st? The answer is paradoxically simple. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your task is to become the total, loving, silent observer. Imagine you are sitting on the bank of a mighty river, and it is carrying all the debris of your past life past you. Thoughts, painful memories, dark emotions. You do not jump into the river. You do not try to catch the debris. You do not analyze it. You just sit, breathe, and watch as it floats away forever. Be in silence. Disconnect from external noise as much as possible. The television, the news, meaningless conversations. Drink plenty of pure, living water. Water is a liquid crystal. It is the best conductor for the new energy codes that are now coming to Earth. Trust the process completely. Breathe through the pain. Breathe through the fear. Breathe through the tears. Your breath is the bridge between the old and the new. Do not interfere with the universe as it does its great work for you. And there are things you absolutely must not do during these sacred hours. Do not enter into conflict. Any conflict, any argument, any judgment is an immediate cancellation of the installation process and a rollback to the old, viral version of your operating system. You will simply pour precious energy into the black hole of the old matrix. Absolutely do not analyze what is happening with your mind. Your old processor cannot comprehend the scale of this operation. By trying to analyze it, it will cause a system error, panic, and will sabotage the process. Do not cling to the old, not to people, not to habits, not to beliefs. If something is leaving, let it go with gratitude. Your hand must be completely empty to receive the great gifts that are already prepared for you. Do not drain the divine energy of creation into the past. It is dead. Your only task is to be present in this moment. And when the storm subsides, when the last file of the old matrix is dissolved, a deep, ringing silence will fall. You will feel it with your entire being. You will feel an incredible lightness in your body, as if an invisible mountain has been lifted from your shoulders. You will feel a diamond clarity in your mind, as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes. The alchemical dissolution of the shadow matrix will be complete. Your soul's new operating system will be activated. A full synchronization of your mind, your heart, and your soul will occur. For the first time, they will sound in unison, like a perfectly tuned divine orchestra. And from this silence, from this lightness, from this clarity, your new I will be born. Total, free, radiant. Welcome to the new reality. Welcome home. You are the creator. You are